Good morning and welcome to All Hallows Church in Tillington, just outside Petworth in West Sussex. Now today we're here to visit the final resting place of what I would class as an absolute legend of television. She was in a few films that I absolutely loved. She was in a few sitcoms that I absolutely loved. And she seemed to be in everything. She was very, very busy. Now, I came here this morning expecting to find her final resting place in the grounds of the actual church. I'm quite surprised that she wasn't in here. And then I discovered that, like a few of the other videos I've done in the past, there is a churchyard extension, a little cemetery, which is a 2 or 3 minute walk away from here. So what I'll do in a minute, after I've finished the intro, I will turn you around and we'll have a look around this little churchyard. And then we'll have a little wander around to the cemetery and have a look at a final resting place. And the person we are here to visit today is June Whitfield. Yeah, June Whitfield, she was obviously in the Carry On films, Terry and June, The Green Grass, quite a few of the sitcoms I used to like when I was growing up. But she did seem to be in everything. She was so busy. And the accolades she got, the awards she's won, the letters after her name, which I'm not sure if they're on her final resting place or not, but we'll have a look at that. But either way, I shall tell you all about that when I tell you about June Whitfield. Now, she's buried under a married name of Aitchison, because she's buried with her husband, and they're both buried in obviously the same grave with the same name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin you around, and we'll have a look at this church and the little churchyard. It's a very unusual steeple on this. It's very kind of Indian-esque, should we say. But yeah, we'll have a little look around this churchyard, and then I'll take you for a little stroll down to the extension, so that if anybody does want to come and visit June Whitfield's final resting place, if they watch this video, they will know how to get there. So anyway, I shall spin you around and I shall tell you a little bit about June Whitfield.
June Rosemary Whitfield was born at 44 Mount Ephraim Lane in Streatham, London in 1925 to John Herbert Whitfield and his wife Bertha Georgina Nee Flett. Her father was a managing director of a company called Dictograph Telephones that had been founded by his father in Yorkshire, and both of her parents were keen amateur actors. She made her first stage appearance aged 3 after her mother enrolled her at Robinson's Dance Studio. Whitfield attended Streatham Hill High School before being evacuated during the Second World War to Bognor Regis, where she attended St Michael's School and then to Penzance in Cornwall. She moved with her parents to Huddersfield, where she learned shorthand and typing. She continued to study secretarial skills at Pitman's College, Brixton Hill. In 1944, Whitfield graduated from the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art with a diploma. Whitfield began her career in the 1940s working with Wilfred Pickles and worked on stage in the West End and the regions. In 1951, she had her first credited television role in The Passing Show and joined the London cast of the musical South Pacific. Her big break came in 1953 when she replaced Joy Nichols in the successful Frank Muir and Dennis Norden radio comedy Take It From Here, co-starring Jimmy Edwards and Dick Bentley. During the next 15 years, Whitfield had many supporting roles on television, including in Dixon of Dock Green, Arthur's Treasured Volumes, The Arthur Askey Show, Faces of Jim, The Benny Hill Show, Steptoe and Son, and Frankie Howard. In 1959, she appeared in Carry On Nurse, the first of her 4 appearances in the Carry On film series. Whitfield gained her first starring role in the sitcom Beggar My Neighbour, 1966, playing Rose Garvey. The year after Beggar My Neighbour finished in 1968, she appeared in Scott On for 6 years until 1974. This started a working relationship with Terry Scott that lasted until 1987. During Scott On, she also appeared in The Best Things in Life, The Goodies, The Dick Emery Show, Bless This House, and The Pallisers. She appeared in the spin-off film of Bless This House in 1972 with Scott as her husband, and Carry On Abroad, also 1972, followed by an appearance in Carry On Girls, 1973. Whitfield starred alongside Scott in a comedy playhouse sitcom pilot called Happy Ever After, 1974. A few months later, the first full series was broadcast, with a further 4 series until 1979. Later that year, they appeared together in the first series of Terry and June. The two sitcoms were very similar, the only main differences being a change of surname from Fletcher to Medford, and a different house and family. Both had Scott and Whitfield as a suburban middle-class married couple. Terry and June ran for 65 episodes until 1987. During the 8-year run of Terry and June, Whitfield also appeared in The 8.5 Hot Mum and Minder. She was a subject of This Is Your Life on 2 occasions, in April 1976 when she was surprised by Eamon Andrews at her home in Wimbledon, and in March 1995 when Michael Aspel surprised her at BBC Television Centre. During the 1980s, Whitfield returned to radio comedy. From 1984 she could be heard with Roy Hudd on the satire programme The News Headlines, which finished in 2001. On it, she often used impersonations and was known for her impression of the then Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. Having appeared in an episode of French and Saunders in 1988, Whitfield played mother in Jennifer Saunders' sitcom Absolutely Fabulous from 1992 until 2012. From 1993 to 2001, she played Miss Marple in 12 radio adaptations of Agatha Christie's Miss Marple books. From 1990, she appeared in films including Carry On Columbus 1992 and Jude 1996. She appeared in The Royal, followed by appearances in Midsummer Murders, Agatha Christie's Miss Marple, New Tricks and The Last of the Summer Wine, which she joined in 2005. In November 2007, she appeared in the Only Fools and Horses spin-off The Green Green Grass as the mother of Marlene, and in 2008 she appeared in an episode of ITV medical drama Harley Street. Whitfield appeared in the Doctor Who 2-part episode The End of Time that aired over Christmas 2009 to New Year 2010. In 2010, Whitfield was signed for a short appearance on ITV soap opera Coronation Street. In 2013, Whitfield became the inaugural recipient of the Aardman Slapstick Comedy Legend Award, a recognition of her lifetime's contribution to the world of comedy. In May 2015, Whitfield made a guest appearance in the BBC soap EastEnders as a nun called Sister Ruth, and returned to the show in January 2016 to complete a storyline. In 1982, Whitfield was made a Freeman of the City of London. Whitfield was appointed Officer of the Order of the British Empire OBE in 1985 birthday honours, Commander of the Order of the British Empire CBE in the 1998 birthday honours, and Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire DBE in 2017 birthday honours for services to drama and entertainment. In 1994, Whitfield was given a Lifetime Achievement Award by the British Comedy Awards. In 1955, she married Timothy John Aitchison, who was working as a surveyor. The couple had a daughter, Susie Aitchison, who became an actress. Timothy Aitchison died in 2001. In December 2017, Whitfield said she was living in a care home. She died in London on the 29th of December 2018, aged 93. Her funeral was held at All Hallows Church in Tillington, near Petworth in West Sussex, on the 18th of January 2019, attended by many of her co-stars and personal friends.
Well, that's all the information I could get on June Whitfield. I used to love her as an actress. She was very busy, very talented, and the only reason you're busy is because you're good at what you do. And she was certainly very good at what she did. Her comedies were funny, her films, obviously including the Carry On films, or more than others, the Carry On films were hilarious. I still laugh at them after having watched them probably 10 times each at least. But anyway, she's buried just down behind the camera. So what I'll do is I'll spin you around, we'll have a little wander around there together, and we'll go and visit the final resting place of June Whitfield. Right, she's just down here. It's the 4th row back. It sees graves on the left. These are obviously the older ones on the right hand side here, and obviously the really old ones were down the back there where the grass is longer. But it's a beautiful little cemetery. Seems like it's been here quite a while, and there's quite a gap between these graves on this side and the graves on this side. I'm wondering if it wasn't in use for a while, or maybe they've extended it across the path. I don't know. But it's definitely a bigger gap, quite a big gap between the youngest grave on this side and the oldest grave on this side. But yeah, as I say, she's in the 4th row back, and she is buried under her married name of Aitchison. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's this row here. Oh yes, I can see her grave. It's just up here in front. And here it is. And no, she hasn't got any of her initials after her name. Timothy John Aitchison, 19th of July 1928 to the 14th of February 2001. And June Rosemary Aitchison, or Whitfield, 11th of November 1925 to the 29th of December 2018. Dearest Tim and June, together again, forever in our hearts. But that is the final resting place of June Whitfield. Well, that was the final resting place of June Whitfield. It was actually quite a difficult one to find this morning, surprisingly so. I thought I was just going to rock up to the church and she was going to be in there. But I did have to hunt around for a little while, but I did find it. I hope you enjoyed the video. And look at this. Beautiful sunny weather again, no rain, hey moggy mog. Yes, it's a little private joke I've got. But yeah, beautiful sunny day. It's supposed to be 23 or 24 degrees today. So I thought I'd pop down to West Sussex and do this grave. And now I think I'm going to head off home. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, then maybe consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, obviously ding that bell. That way you will be notified every time I upload a new video. I wish they were all as peaceful and as beautiful as this place. But anyway, I'll see you on the next one, wherever I am. So bye-bye for now.